Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. So, hands up. Who had the girls are fighting on their bingo card? Who had the claws are coming out on their bingo card? Isn't this just absolutely delicious? So, if you know anything about me, you know I just had to come and do this video. It's like Christmas, my birthday, Mother's Day, insert your favorite holiday here kind of energy. It is um, it is what we've been waiting for. It's what we've been talking about um, since, especially since after the election. Well, so now that Elon Musk has left the White House, he's going to concentrate more on his other businesses. Well, it didn't take long before before Musk and Trump got themselves into a pissing contest, for lack of a better word, because that's exactly what it is. It's like, two guys standing across the schoolyard. Yeah, I know you are. What am I? Okay. So, um, Elon Musk said that the big, beautiful bill, well, it's not so big, it's not so beautiful. It's all of a sudden he has become the moral compass for budgetary restraint and all that good stuff. So he didn't like the fact that Trump is trying to push through this big, beautiful bill. And he said so. Well, Trump didn't like that. Um, so one of the comments that Trump made was, well, maybe one of the things that we could do is we'd certainly save a lot of money under Doge if we were to just cut Elon's contracts. And anyway, like I said, pissing contest. So I thought that I would take a look and and just ask a couple questions. I'd like to know if Musk is going to flip on Trump, because one of the things that Musk has said was, well, if it wasn't for me, he never would have won the 2024 election. So, yeah, Trump doesn't like that. Trump does not like that at all. And in light of some of the information that Anonymous has said that they're going to be releasing over the next week, I think they might even have said that they're going to release it on the 14th. I can't remember the exact date. So we've got anonymous information to look forward to. There's also information that has been sort of collected and compiled by a group of people who are part of the Election Truth Alliance. And not only have they been able to point out some of the things that happened during the election and some of the things that happened after the election, they were also able to recreate the results. And the math just didn't math. So this, this is going to be fodder for us readers for days, if not weeks, because it does feel like this is the beginning of the end. And we've been trying to keep you calm through a lot of this stuff. Where we did as readers, we have said, look, the cards weren't wrong. The cards were right in terms of who's going to win the election and so on and so forth. And I know, I realize I'm preaching to the choir. If you're listening to me, you'd probably feel as I do, that yeah, the election was stolen. Absolutely. So we're getting more and more information on that. So it's like there is a plethora of things to try to put together, that it's kind of it's almost hard to try to focus on the one thing. So right now, the big sort of question that I would like answered is, will Musk flip on Trump? Because we know he's got the goods on Trump, and he certainly knows what he did and how he did it, and he can explain that. So I'm going to be using, this is the uh, excuse me, the um, government or governance oracle deck by Trish James. It is a really good deck to sort of highlight the energy when it comes to governance, world politics, politics in general, and so on. So let me just shuffle the. There's a lot of cards here. I think there's like 100 cards in the deck. So and I've been kind of shuffling as we've been going along. So will Musk flip on Trump? That's my first question. And what do we have? We have external influence, trade war, outside the trusted circle, united front, and pursuit of control. That is very much what this argument between the two of them is about. When I said it was a pissing contest, literally, literally. So external influences. Um, this is not only Elon's relationship with Russia and with some other entities around the world. He's also concerned about the effects that a trade war would have on Tesla. We know that Tesla shares and Tesla stock is starting to kind of rebound, but really it's been affected since he sort of stepped back and has been part of the government, whatever. And now that he is no longer a consultant and so on and so forth, and he's going back to concentrate on Tesla and SpaceX and so on, yes, the trade war would absolutely affect his business, Tesla, adversely. So that was part of the reason that he was very critical of the bill or the budget, because it didn't give him what he wanted. He thought that he had enough control over Trump that he could get him to put things in that would be beneficial to himself, to Musk. So clearly he was outside of the trusted circle, where the folks who are surrounding Trump and who are sort of in his ear telling him what to do. There's some information that they didn't share with Elon. So even though for time being, Trump and Elon tried to present a united front that we're on the same page. We got this together. Each one of them is really in pursuit of control, in pursuit of control of the other. So um, it, it's like the Mexican standoff. They're what they present versus what they really are is it's not working for them. Okay, so Musk is also concerned with market volatility, and he wants to change in focus. I think that he is rather concerned about some of the information that might be released by Anonymous, and therefore sort of wants to get ahead of all that. One of the things that he had posted, and I think it was on X. I don't go to True Social. I don't go to X. I don't go to any of those. But Elon had posted that isn't it about time that the US had a political party that would concentrate and look after the 80% of the people that are sort of in the middle. It sounds nice, but it does he want to put himself forth as, and I will be the leader? Like, no, you're destructive. You don't really bring value to anything. You make off the cuff decisions without realizing or without thinking about the impact, and then you find yourself having to walk back. And the people that you fired on Friday, well, you're trying to reach them on Monday saying, oh yeah, listen, you're going to think this is so funny, but would you like your old job back? So this I think he is concerned about the information that is going to come out from Anonymous. So yes, it's going to cause some market volatility in terms of Tesla stock and shares and so on. And so he wants to change the focus. He wants to change where it is that you're putting your intention. So did this answer the question, will Musk flip on Trump? Well, it's kind of telling me what his motivation is right now. He is going to concede defeat. I think that he will. I think that he will turn on Trump when it feels to him like he is losing and he no longer has control of the narrative and people are asking questions. Not only will he back away, but he's also going to start to sing like a canary. Let's see, what do we have here? Providing intervention. Yeah. It's yes, you can take a look at the things that I've done, but let me tell you what Donald has done. Let me tell you what he's got his fingers in, and so on. And let's face it, between the two of them, and especially with Donald, who can never, ever keep anything to himself. He does not play the long game. He consistently outs himself. So the idea that Trump would have something up his sleeve, no, Elon is in a much stronger position, I think, to reveal some of the things that Trump has done, and not only providing that that intervention, but also, getting together with others and sharing what he knows. Um, Misleading headlines. He wants you to pay attention to something that is going to be taking the heat off of himself. So I do think that yes, he will. And take a look at these books, these documents that this character is holding. He's got the receipts. He can absolutely um, turn on Trump um, and kind of get the spotlight off of himself, right? Don't look at me. Look at this other guy. Look at the things that he has done. I didn't run in this election. You didn't vote for me. You voted for so and so. I um, yes, I might have helped him, but he made me. So yes, I think that when his feet are to the fire, if not even before that, his energy feels like he would absolutely turn on Trump on a dime just so he could have the last word, right? And both of them are that same character, where it's yeah, I know you are, but what am I? They have to have the last word. So yes, I think Musk will absolutely flip on Trump. Um, is this going to hasten Trump being declared an illegitimate president? Is this going to hasten that? I think people are starting to pay attention to some things that just didn't make sense, and now we're kind of being provided with some information on how things happen. Questions are being raised. So is this going to is he going to be able to hasten Trump's illegitimate presidency? Will Elon Musk be able to facilitate Trump being an illegitimate president? Mm, intimidation tactics. That this is what they're using against each other. Oh my God, children. So yes, Musk is letting Trump know that, well, if you don't do what I say, then I'm going to sing like a canary. And Trump is saying, well, you can sing all you want, but you're a criminal because you interfered in the election. So yeah, each one is trying to intimidate the other one. This is a targeted attack. Elon is he spent an awful lot of money to get Trump installed in the White House. He's not getting a return on his money. Um, and that is part of the reason that he's against the budget. It didn't contain what he wanted it to contain. So he has now made Trump the target of his attacks and intimidation. Okay. Relentless determination. Elon sees himself as, not only am I the richest man in the world, I'm the smartest man in the world, and I can do whatever I want. And you're president only because I installed you. So if I installed you, I can bring you down. And he's not the kind of person that would listen to advice, or that would kind of be playing the long game. It's very much in the moment. So right now he is absolutely determined to remove Trump from power. Again, providing intervention. Um, think that he is going to be discussing things with not only not only with the Department of Justice, but with other people, judges, and so on. He definitely wants them to step in. I wouldn't be surprised if that providing intervention means that he would approach people in um, that are in the Supreme Court and try to make side deals with them. Shifting alliances. If he has not already approached them, he will be approaching them and saying, "Look, if you back me and I back, JD Vance or whatever, this is what we need to do." So, um, is he hastening Trump being declared an illegitimate president? I think he's certainly working on it, and he's doing whatever he can to make sure that this is going to be it's going to be a one fight that he's going to win. Right? There is no negotiating between these two. They see it as a win-lose proposition. That's it. If I'm not a winner, I'm a loser, and I'm not going to be anybody's loser. So they will do whatever they can to get ahead. Neither one of them is concentrating on balancing priorities and kind of doing what they need to get ahead. Each one of them is thinking about bringing the other down. Trump obviously has a lot more to lose in this case. Change in focus. That's twice that's come out. I think that yes, Elon would definitely hasten Trump's departure from the office in order to save himself. So, interesting. Will he flip? Yes, he will. Yes, he will. When it comes to it's, him or me, he's going to look after himself, and uh, he will share whatever information he has to bring Trump down. Because in doing that, in bringing Trump down, not only does he get to to kind of put out the narrative that he wants, but he also gets to control the situation. And don't forget, he had access to an awful lot of information um, from the Treasury Department, from some of the other departments that the IRS and so on, that he shouldn't have had access to. So don't kid yourself. If anyone's got copies of Donald Trump's taxes, it's Elon. And he will do whatever he can to make sure that Trump is pushed aside so that everyone can focus on that instead of on the awful things that he has done, in terms of, yes, getting the government contracts, taking food away from the needy, and so on. So yes, there you go. I think that he will flip on Trump, and I think that he's going to do whatever he can to declare him illegitimate. All right. Just over 24 minutes. I do want to take a look at a couple other things. So rather than just have this go on and on and on, I'm going to leave you, and I'm going to, I'll be posting another video with some more questions and see what comes up. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me when you support the channel. It helps me get the word out in front of those who want to hear what I have to say. They just don't know where I am. So when you do that, when you share the video, when you do the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, you help me achieve that. So thank you, and I will let you go until Until I see you again, take care for now. Bye.